All right, searching for a world that doesn't exist. Chat lock in. Let's get it. Let's go.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. This is the first line in a book that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine that supposedly he never built. Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place, and inside the chest is a book that Avery did not write.
So, is this fictional or am I trip? Is this is a fictional or is this scripted or something like that? Or am I tripping? But if this ever actually happened to you guys, what would you do? Would you delete your game, delete the world? I'm not gonna lie. If this happened to me, I'm deleting Minecraft instantly, bro. Instantly out of my browser.
Inside the book is a very strange message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it.
It's gotta be
it's
like
listening
a
to
Minecraft
me.
mod
It's
type of
watching
thing.
me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn
That's
left.
mad
At the
creepy.
crossroads, don't turn left. Over and over, followed by a sequence of numbers. And that's it. It seems impossible that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed and this world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So in that case, what is this book? The
So
contents
someone
are
like pre-built it. So this has something to do with like IRL world as well, because he found the laptop. So the laptop isn't originally his. So he found the laptop somewhere else with the Minecraft world already loaded in. So this goes outside of Minecraft. It's low key. It's IRL as well. Crazy.
strange, and it's not evident what they refer to. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling. But the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so maybe we can solve it and figure out what this book is talking about.
Coordinates.
Except we can't. The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it. So, is that it? A strange one-off YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link, that when
How
you
do
enter
you figure something like that out, bro? There is no way. Who figured this out, bro? Who figured this out? Kadawra.
takes you to a folder, and this is where the true mystery begins. The mystery of a Minecraft world that doesn't exist.
That's crazy cool, though.
Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out, or it's just this book in his inventory. Regardless, Avery lines up with
Thinking it's the book in his inventory.
the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this.
W cave.
Nothing weird, it's just a cave,
Okay.
and Avery walks in to begin exploring until he stops and sees this.
Do you guys want me to turn captions off? Because you can't see his inventory. What is that?
It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer, we can see what it is.
What?
Moss and grass. This is
Kadara.
immediately a red flag because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks
Does it?
underneath
It
it, but
does,
there's
no?
nothing else either. And when he runs back to grab his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery,
Nah,
and
whole
there it
tree in a
is.
cave. Nah, that's suspicious. The moss, I feel like I've seen moss in a cave before. But a tree? That's sus.
A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree. And he does, with no problem. It looks just like a normal tree, except normal trees don't generate underground. And it's not the only one. As Avery goes
There was
deeper and
more?
deeper into the cave, he passes larger and larger patches of greenery, coming across more shrubs and even more trees,
Trying to see
and
if the
even
stream is
more
lagging.
moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird, we've only seen stone. And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here. At some point though, Avery's wish gets granted and the cave turns into terracotta, tuff, and deep slate. The greenery
What?
gets larger and larger with the trees growing bigger and bigger. Until finally, Avery reaches the end.
That is insane. Bro, that's so cool. Imagine building like a base down here. I know it's not like the main point of the story, but like having a base down here and you building this, bro, that'd be so cool.
Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green, with strange, unnaturally large trees forming a staircase
Is he talking to someone, or is he just like, this is like his YouTube video and he's like just commentating on it because he doesn't have like a mic or something?
on the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier. Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber, and
No
from
ores,
closer
though.
up, we can see a
We're not worried about the ores!
tunnel right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few
Bro's
minutes,
still worried about
seemingly
the ores.
mesmerized
No
by
ores,
the
though.
build, and we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious. What is this place? This kind of terrain, obviously, doesn't generate naturally, so who made it, and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well, if there's any answer to that question, it's through this tunnel, because finally, Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center of the room. Avery walks through the mud brick tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps. But of course,
Bro's
nothing
freaked
is
out.
there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way. Until this happens.
Jump scare, 3, 2, 1. Oh, never mind.
Something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few
Render distance?
seconds and continues walking. Another pair of torches is gone.
Oh, never mind. That is just, they're just gone.
I'm not scared of torches turning off. And then another.
Mad creepy.
I don't know
Mad
what kind
creepy,
of
not gonna
practical
lie.
joke this is. But I already heard you in the...
Nah. Deleting Minecraft right then and there. Deleting Minecraft right then and there. I know bro's freaked out right now.
I'm not scared of a game.
The whispers are crazy. Nah, you're cooked. You're cooked, bro. I know you're scared now. Dad! Wait, it's water. Hey, bro, you're gonna drown.
I don't know why I just jumped down. I wasn't scared. But I felt
Uneasy.
compelled. I've never felt like that in my life. What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This
crazy.
doesn't just happen on a normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old owner of this computer created, and it's just some strange adventure
That's what I said.
horror map. Case closed. Except it's not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google Drive folder. If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my
So he didn't build it. He didn't build it. It was there originally. That's probably why the laptop's in the storage unit. He probably got scared and just got rid of it.
Documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really
what's up,
sure.
goat?
This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored in the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin. Almost like...
Recap? Explain what's happening. So basically, this guy, he's playing this Minecraft world, and then he finds this little, this cave, or like this little cave that he didn't build. Then he goes down the stairs. There's a chest. He opens up the chest. There's ores in there, and there's a book and quill. He opens up the book. It says a whole bunch of random things, and it says one thing over and over again. I think it was like, "Don't turn left at the crossroads." Then he mines. He mines in the cave, and he finds another really big cave. He walks through the cave, and then he starts seeing trees like these right here. He starts seeing trees and moss. So he keeps going throughout the cave, keeps seeing trees and stuff like that. And then when he gets to the end of the cave, it's this huge, giant, like, thing. I can't even like explain it. It's huge. It's crazy. He went in. He found it. He saw this tunnel. He went in the tunnel. As he was walking down the tunnel, there were lights that were going out as he was in the tunnel. And then he had explained that the world that he was like the laptop that he was playing on, the world, it wasn't his. He had gotten it from a storage unit. So I had said that the guy that previously owned the laptop before he got it from the storage unit probably built this place. But now they're saying that that's not the case. Basically, that's the recap. That's where I'm at.
he's hiding from something. But there's still a lot more of this footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to keep watching as Avery runs.
And so he goes to the end of the tunnel. He goes to the end of the tunnel, and then he starts hearing all these like voices whispering at him. And then he said he was like, it felt like he was compelled to jump down into this like water cave area. And now we're here.
From whatever it is that's hiding in this world. Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why, and the only way
I
to
just
go
delete Minecraft if I
is
saw
down.
this.
Avery takes a
Or delete
leap
the
into
world.
the giant pool of water before him and swims down into a junction of tunnels. After some hesitation, he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He continues to navigate through the dark water, the tunnel getting narrower and narrower, with no end in sight.
Dad. Who knows about the door air pocket?
Until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air. When Avery descends again, we can see tunnel openings sprawling across the walls. Avery scans around. There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels as far as the eye can see. And then he hears it. The same sound.
I promise you, I've heard that same sound in Minecraft before. Maybe it was modded. I'd be doing like the cave dwellers mod. I think that was the mod that I did. That I heard that exact sound before.
As when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again. Quieter, but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again, no obvious sign of which one to pick. So finally, he rolls the dice. The tunnel leads to another junction, and again, after a slight hesitation, Avery goes left. The tunnel continues, getting narrower and narrower and narrower.
What if he just ends up
Until
back
finally,
at like the cave spot? Middle of the ocean. Oh wait, he's back. Or no, not back.
he finds himself in the oasis. Avery looks around the room, strangely, almost peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. For a moment, he pauses.
Bro, this is crazy.
Before something snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He makes another trip for good measure, plugging it even further. If this thing comes through here again, it has to break that, but I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the lake. What it can't avoid doing is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple: set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following him?
That's what
Sure, those torches turned off, and yeah, we heard those noises before, but there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? "I already heard you in the cave." Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this. It's almost impossible to make out, but on a few separate instances, while Avery was walking in that original cave, he would randomly pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused, for just a brief moment, you could hear footsteps on the stone behind him. Stopping just a fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery in a single-player world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like he said, he needs time to look around and explore this world, but while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in in this hopper. If he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone. And then, whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set. Now it's time to explore.
This creepy music. What do you think he's trying to find? Just like anything? Like any type of clue? Any way out?
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same. The same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign. But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far. What? Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one.
3 signs is crazy.
It turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are 2 other signs Avery crossed earlier in the recording, though he gave no indication at the time that he noticed them. Avery goes back to all 3 signs. All of them are blank, so I don't know what to make of it, but Avery seems to be satisfied, and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place.
I was literally just about to say that. I was about to say that the signs are like, they're pointing to something.
Both of these angled ones point in the same direction. And he's right. If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his contraption. And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off whatever was following him, Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of the signs. But before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here. What?
How the freak do you know that?
Why is Avery saying that? Why isn't he sending it in chat? What did he see? I don't know if it can hear me. But I'm not taking any chances. The grass block. When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set 2. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a...
Oh, that's so smart. So when the chunk loaded, when he was there, the grass block would have grown on the dirt block that was right next to it.
He set 2. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed...
So that next block, the block that was next to that grass block, would have been a grass block. That's
a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk. I'm not scared, but my gut says to keep moving.
Nah, this guy's smart.
Maybe I am scared.
Avery's definitely scared. This is some detective.
The other sign was pointed head on.
I failed you so many times.
This is the type of detective music you hear in like a cartoon, bro.
So many crimes. And I was pretty sure of myself. You gave me reasons to be some
Wait, it's copyright?
else. Baby, I'm hoping. I thought that
The same tunnel he was. No, that's not the same tunnel he was in earlier.
Avery walks through a tunnel which quickly turns into a maze. And slowly but surely, dead end after dead end, Avery navigates through it.
to be somebody else. It's alright.
This music, bro.
Avery is clearly smart. Smart enough to set a trap, and smart enough to set a backup.
Definitely.
But whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart enough to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough to refill the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world
How do you know
is,
which way
it's
it
leading
was pointing
Avery.
at?
But to what?
Like, which
We don't
way,
know.
which side
All
of
we
the
do
sign
know
it was
is that
pointing to?
he isn't alone. And finally, Avery exits the maze into another giant room with what looks like a
From the other
cipher
video.
above a door with
From the
3
Google
levers
Drive.
right in front of it. Avery stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought.
Oh, this is the video of him.
From what I
his
can
Google
see,
Drive.
the code atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single time. Whatever this code is, there's unfortunately no way that I, or Avery, can solve it. The second half of the footage picks up with 17 minutes of just staring at the wall. And then he gets it.
That's Aura.
Okay, I guess it was
That's
solvable.
Aura.
Avery says it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where 2 ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable. How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which Avery suspects is some sort of combination lock, but instead of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more, how do I put this? Efficient.
Just cut through it. Just use your pickaxe. Yeah, I was like, what?
And
All
with
right.
that, wait. Who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers for just a second too short, and we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got 2 different stories about where this world came from is because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all. But if that's the case, then who is this? The world at the beginning is clearly the same one that Avery was playing on. So what's going on here? If it is Avery on an alt account, why the conflicting stories in the description and the document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person and why are they claiming that this is their world they found? I genuinely just don't know, but the only way to find out is to keep watching as Durlord walks through the tunnel after the puzzle and finds himself
Not
in the
Avery,
village.
but Durlord. So where's Avery? Maybe Avery did this and not Durlord. see the next clues in that fountain. Bro is very thorough. He is very thorough with his like how he looks. He just keeps staring at the fountain, so I'm guessing he knows something about it. I knew it, bro. Something in there. Keep cutting down.
It's empty. This village is strange. It's clearly abandoned, if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and flooring, but wherever Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest, no lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's no path to take from there. So, is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
Look up. No one looks up. No one ever looks up. It's probably up. How do you see something from all the way down there, bro? I don't see jack. Oh, I see it now. I see it now. I see it now. Bro, that's so well hidden, bro. It's blended in with the cave, the outer part of the cave. It literally looks like it's just part of the cave, bro. Bro, he's too good, bro. You can't keep anything secret from this guy, bro. Can't forget to lock the door.
I hate it here. These idiots are insufferable. They think that devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not. Not that it will do them any good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya. If anything, I wager that their king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better. He's arrived. I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for. I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here, you must be curious. I know you must want to continue onwards. So I know that this is a heavy ask, but please, do not go any further. For your own good, do not.
Bro's gonna keep going, man. There he is, he's gonna be like, he kept going. I don't like the silence, bro. Hold on. Bro, every time he finds something, he stares at it for a good 10 seconds. It's like, I found it. He has to aura farm for a good second. He did it again. It's for the suspense. Telling, what did I say earlier? I said it was all gonna just lead back to the cave that he was originally in. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that right there. I still think it's gonna happen. Oh nah. Obsidian? That's way too dark to be obsidian. What is that? Yo, looks like you better go to the upside down. This is not Stranger Things, bruh. I think it might be Obsidian, actually. Just go, bruh. Never mind, turn back. Turn back. Weird. Just weird. This whole thing been weird, bro. Bro, is this Heaven's Gate, bro? What is going on? And it just happens to be cracked open so I can fit right through. Hello? Is it censored on purpose? Why does he just stand there and ore farm for 10 seconds? What is it? What is happening, bro? Oh nah, he spooked. Oh nah, whatever he saw, he spooked. Why is he running? Bro, what was it, bro? It was Avery. We ain't got no pickaxe, bro. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What did I say? What did I say? This is exactly where he started. What did I say?
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn
He
left.
wrote the book.
Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads,
That's
don't turn left. At the crossroads,
crazy.
don't turn left. And the footage ends. Right there. Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world. How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord found this world on his computer, and Avery found Durlord's old laptop in the storage locker and has been playing on it ever since. But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage, and most importantly, what was behind those gates? I didn't put that sensor bar there, that was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean? I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you one thing. The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this. Run Avery. It's here. Durlord was giving one last warning, hoping that whatever was following him wouldn't see. But how? How would he possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for him to know who Avery even is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world now, we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next. This isn't over.
Ah, that's so tough. What happened to my boy Avery though? And what is behind that gate, bro? Dang. Is this actually part 2? It's 2 hours and 2 minutes. That's for a different day. That's for a different day.